You got your water? You want water?
Yes, I do, actually.
Alright.
What I want to say is...
Welcome to my pyramid scheme of a podcast, everybody. My name is Cody Allen Kiss, and I like men.
What I want to say is pissing standing up is probably one of the most unhygienic things ever. There's a lot of backsplash and...
Sorry for the bass draw. I just slapped the fuck out the table. That might be the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You're un-American if you pee sitting down. Actually,
no,
you know what? Nah, I pee sitting down sometimes. It is kind of comfy.
I do pee sitting down sometimes, too.
That's like, yeah. It's an every once in a while thing, though. It's not every time.
Listen, I'm not saying to
Always. I'm standing up. Do we just stand up because it's easier?
I don't know.
Or is it just cool?
Doesn't feel...
stand up for
it
cool
feels
factor.
pretty good.
You ever do it outside?
Yeah.
Outside
in nature,
cool.
It feels like you're supposed to be doing it.
Alright.
Because it just quickly gets absorbed into all the dirt and shit.
I used to pee outside my grandparents' house, and like the areas where I would piss, the grass would grow way more. Is that a wintergreen?
Yeah, you want one?
Can I have one of those?
No.
Fucking Casey's does not have 6 million. I had to get spearmint again.
That's disgusting.
Of course, they have 3 milligram wintergreen, but I'm not a princess, so I don't take those. I think there should be, it should be, I don't know, some sort of fine or jail time if you get a 3 milligrams in.
That is true. Because what the fuck are we doing? If we're fucking putting this in, and it might as well be a 6 milligram.
They should only make way more flavors, cut out the 3. That's, you got half, if half the factory is making 3s and half of it's making 6s, now you got another half of a factory where you could make more 6s. And never run out of wintergreens.
That's a good point.
If you want
a whole factory making 6 milligram wintergreens?
If you want to wean off, go on like Ons or like some other thing. Jesus. Go on like Ons or some weaker Zyn pouch.
I need more water in my
Zyn pouch, nicotine pouch. God. Are Zyns turning into like the Kleenex of nicotine?
I think so. Because they're everywhere.
They are everywhere, but yeah. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Lucy makes them.
But on a real note, have you ever watched how much fucking backsplash comes off? I'm not saying not to pee standing up, but
dude, I lick it up every time. I know exactly.
You watch it; it goes everywhere. Like if you got a light that could see piss, I'm sure piss is on everything because it's like like a waterfall.
Why do you think it smells like piss? Yeah.
Guys are disgusting.
Yeah. Why do you think you have to clean the back of the toilet?
Bro,
obviously.
Sometimes it's hard to piss because it's squished in your pants, so you're trying to piss one direction. And then it goes the other direction.
Like a fire hose with nobody
on it. It's like... Alright.
You ever miscalculate?
On pissing in the toilet?
Or like you think your dick is out, but you haven't yanked it out quite yet, and you kind of piss a little bit in your underwear.
I have when I put it back in.
Just early? You call
because
you call it early?
That too. So you're like,
shit.
fuck, I'm done, I gotta go.
You ever be on your phone, you look down, you piss on your leg a little bit?
Yeah, or it fucking, have you ever, like, pissed on the edge of the urinal on accident and splashed all over your pants,
floor?
The floor?
Sometimes.
I get on the floor sometimes, too.
You ever get the double?
Yep.
Yeah. I hate when I get a double, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Sometimes it'll be fucking streaming and dripping. So you're like,
oh yeah, true.
Yeah. So you're
like a weird.
Where the fuck do I even go?
You're doing like a snake.
It's getting on my foot. We're talking about fucking male pissing. What is?
I had a shower. I hit a good shower piss most showers.
Shower pisses are my favorite. You have to take a piss in the shower every time you shower,
what
right?
What are we talking about right now?
Am I wrong?
Yeah, no.
Because the water just hits and you're like,
especially if you really got pissed.
Yes. I fucking actually hold it because sometimes
you anticipate the shower.
Yeah,
piss?
because I've gotten in the shower and then I've pissed before the shower and then I'll get in and then I'll have to piss again. So I'm like, well, what the fuck did I get out and piss for?
Oh yeah,
stupid.
True. That's insane. You're kind of more crazy if you get out of the shower, piss, and then get back in the shower.
You ever have to get out of the shower and shit, dude? That's the worst.
I had a couple of those.
That's the worst.
Usually I'm sick, but
you're all wet and you're fucking sliding.
And the fucking toilet paper just crumbles.
Yes. It's like all sticked up in your ass and shit. You're like, oh my god. You gotta re-shower.
I should just waffle stomped in the shower.
It's like the shower doesn't even work at that point. You get out, you're like, I don't even feel clean.
Honestly, at least the shower's run so you can clean off afterwards, because it's never a clean operation when you're wet shitting.
That's true. Well, I don't understand why Americans don't use bidets. Why don't we have bidets everywhere? Because we're literally smearing shit all over ourselves.
I don't know.
And toilet paper is never good enough. Like, we gotta be completely honest here. It works, but it's never good enough. We're fucking smearing shit all over our asshole. And we're like, well, there's no more shit on the toilet paper.
Why do we have
McDonald's?
Why do we have McDonald's? Why do we have the Corvette? Because it's fucking hell yeah, brothers. Stand up and piss and never use a bidet.
What is your definition of success? Like, at the end of your life, it's because this is what I was thinking about, like, because my brain's always trying to doubt whether we could podcast or not, and I'm like, okay, so what are questions that we can never run out of? Philosophical questions. So what is your definition of success? And, like, where do you want to see yourself when you're, like, 80 years old? Like, what do you want to see? Like, family-wise, financially-wise, like, just whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definition of success.
Because it's different to everybody.
I think it'd be really fucking cool to, if, like, anytime anybody needed help and reached out, you could help them. Like, regardless of an amount of money.
Yes.
I think that'd be, like, pretty sweet. Also, I think, like, this is materialistic, but I think having, like, a Corvette or, like, something nice and, like, not having to worry about bills and shit all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, maybe just taxes you gotta worry about a little bit.
I think that's all we need to, like, that's all it is not worrying about bills, having some nice things. Yeah. And then being able to take care of the people you love.
Yeah, happiness.
Yes.
Trying to care for people.
Yes.
I get happy when I can't do this. So yeah, I guess that's what I mean. Happiness and stability.
Well,
that's my definition.
I don't remember where I heard this concept, but it was like you shouldn't be like happiness. You know, it like comes and goes. Like throughout the day, we're not happy all day. Yeah. There's never a day where you're happy all day.
Emotions are really supposed to only last like 10, 12 seconds.
Yes. So what? I don't remember where it came from, but it was talking about how it's not, the point is not to be happy, it's just to be content. So whatever you're feeling, just accept what it is. It might have been the spiritual book or whatever.
It's perception, you could be content, you could just be grateful for like small
just be
things.
Like, okay, this is happening,
I guess it's
and
my
body feels like there's rage in there, but...
I guess they say happiness as in like the mentality is just like, do these certain things, like be grateful, all that shit you're talking about is happiness.
I think that helps a lot, like, remembering what you're grateful for.
Oh yeah,
because it's hard. It's hard.
Freak out in here and then just look around and be like, oh yeah, this place is paid for. The bills are paid and we paid our rent. We got 30 more days. That's
true. For another month, we're chilling. That's fucking crazy.
There's your state. See, now you're smiling.
Yeah, that is wild. Wow,
we're good.
See, I never think about things.
It's not that dirty. It's pretty clean. We don't really gotta do much. I already did my laundry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fucking cleaned the dishes and shit. It's all good in there.
Yeah,
so
we're chilling.
We don't have anything to do really. We're gonna have sex with this table and fucking those boots.
Low key, we should slap the leaf on. See how big it can get. Maybe play some regulation size beer pong. With no beer.
We could do it with soda pop or something.
Yeah, we could do like root beer.
Well, I haven't drank
soda
in almost 2 weeks now. I'm not.
Good shit, brother. Nah, fuck that. There's. Have you had to white knuckle it yet?
What's that?
Basically like white knuckling. They taught me is basically like when. Imagine you're at like a grill out. Everybody's having a fucking beer, watching the game, having fun, laughing,
for
and
sure.
You're just like, I need a beer. You would have to like call your sponsor and be like, bro, I got a drink today, and he would have to tell you to like white knuckle it. You just have to push through, like take it minute by minute. Have you had one of those yet?
I haven't had to do that yet.
Well, it's
but
coming.
Like Thomas is.
I hate to break it to you, but it's coming.
Oh, I'm
so
sure.
You're gonna have
and
to.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
You're gonna white knuckle it, or you're not gonna white knuckle it?
I'm not gonna drink.
Okay.
I'm not
so
worried
you're gonna
about
white knuckle it.
Yeah, I'm not
it's
worried.
Tough.
Well, I'm not
mentally
worried.
prepare for it because it's like you have to battle your own brain at that point.
I'm not too worried about it because I've been battling my brain with this fucking bullshit for how long, you know. I've been saying I'm gonna stop. That's why I keep telling you like I'm done. I know I've said this before and it's always been bullshit. I've never actually felt it.
I'm only saying what I'm saying because I've been doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
Like, just consider it and maybe mentally prepare a little bit for it.
No, I understand what you're saying.
You are mentally preparing by doing what you're doing, but I'm saying, like, we're 2 weeks into this thing.
No, I understand.
You have years to go.
Oh, yeah. But for me, that's a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Eventually, there'll be a white knuckle in there.
Well, I understand.
I don't mean to harp on you.
No. I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah. There's going to be times where it's tough. That's what you're saying. And I'm going to have to fucking
also
have more mental strength.
Something they teach you that, hopefully you know this, maybe you don't. Relapse is like pretty normal thing.
No, I understand.
Like the road over.
How many have I had?
Sobriety.
I've stopped so many times.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't want to do it anymore.
No, it's just you got to remember that once you get like
Because I don't really
you'll probably get like months into this. I imagine. Imagine you get like 10 months into this. Like even if you relapse, then you got to remember relapses are normal.
I understand that, but in my brain, it's like the only reason I was fucking doing it before was I was trying to use it for stress, which that doesn't work, and I figured that out. And on top of that, everybody does it. It's so widely used and so normal that it's almost fucked up if you don't use it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people who don't drink are looked at as like, ooh, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Maybe that's just in my head, but I don't really feel the need to drink at all in my life. Like, I feel like in my head right now, I feel like that was an accident. I feel like it's a lingering from our fucking hunter-gatherer monkey past. It's fermented fruit, you know what I'm saying? It's like the oldest fucking drug in the book, one of them. And so it's like, I feel like it's just an accident. Because Prohibition didn't work, obviously. We can't ban it.
It's just in there pretty deep.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But a lot of things are. And we surpass our genetics all the time. I think as long as I keep going to the gym. That's why I was telling you and Blair about archery and like growing mushrooms.
You're trying to return to caveman.
Yeah, I just need to do other things that keep me busy.
This is what we've been talking about, like my ballad song and shit like that. That's your ballad song.
Yeah.
We just got to get there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I want to save money and shit, because I just really need money to get a bow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
I could probably grab my old one from my parents' house, and you could probably just have it, or we could share it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't like taking shit from people.
I know.
I feel weird about it.
I don't fucking use. Have you seen me using it?
No. But in my brain, for some reason, it's like you got to do all this shit yourself. I don't know why.
Yeah. How do you think my brain is, dude? You remember my parents?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. No, I get it. You don't though. That's like the thing you have to just like let your ego go and be like.
Yeah, because you're never really doing it by yourself.
No.
I didn't make these shoes that I
You
wear.
were brought into this world by yourself.
No. Nothing we do is by ourselves, really.
Not really.
It's kind of just illusion we pull up for ourselves.
Jerking off!
I feel like God's even watching during that. Because after you're like, man, why did I do this?
And your mom.
And then you do it again 5 minutes later and you're like, damn.
God, why did you let me do that? You're a pervert.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
Guys are weird. Why do we do that?
I don't know. We're so weird, dude.
Yeah. But monkeys use like fucking bullfrogs as fleshlights and shit.
Dude, stop. Why do you gotta do that to me every time
Because we're monkeys.
I forget about that video and you put it right back into my brain.
It's good to bring back up.
No, it's not. It's like the worst. I hate it.
It's a physical representation of how fucked up the male human is.
Yeah.
I wonder what, like, if we did, like, a serious test, like, down to the last fucking atom of what separates us from a fucking chimpanzee. Obviously, it's a lot. But, like, personality-wise and, like, the way they think, how fucking close is it? How different is our mindset from them? Like, because I feel
Adam's
like
probably not the right word. I bet you're thinking like consciousness. Like
yeah.
different.
That's a good point. Well, I know their consciousness isn't different, but their brain.
Because if you
if
you go down to atoms, it's just carbon.
Yeah, that's true.
Carbon. So
yeah,
you're thinking like mentality.
I'm just thinking genetics.
If you
and shit like that.
cross what this DNA strand means to this DNA strand.
Yeah, like every test imaginable to the scientific mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was thinking. I think that looking at things is like. I look at things as because Thomas called me weird because I was sitting there looking at his dogs like this for a long ass time.
You're a freak. Dude.
And he's like, "Are you okay, nigga?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just thinking." He's like, "All right," and I was like, "I'm thinking, why the fuck do the dog color come up that color, but his came up that color? It doesn't make to me. It doesn't make sense. Why? Because light
That's the
eyes,
DNA we were just talking about, though.
That's what I'm saying. But our eyes see color because it bounces off in a certain way, and our color receptors pick it up. Like Bandit, for example, he's black and white.
You're talking about like where does it come from? Why does it happen?
Why the fuck do we see his fur as black and white? That's weird. Do they see their fur as black and white?
I think they see everything as black and white. I think they're. Is that real? That they can only see black and white? I'm pretty sure that's real.
I don't know.
I heard that somewhere, but.
I don't know if they can even...
It's just different. I think it's just different breeds. Different regions of the world, too, probably.
We might not even be able to perceive how they see because most of their brain is smell.
Yeah, they see and smells more than they see with eyes. Yeah.
So we don't know what their eyes are picking up. Their eyes are just designed, especially now, because we've genetically bred them down to what they are. Their eyes are probably only bred to see what they need to see: their food bowl, the water bowl, the fucking bed. That's probably why they're so lazy and retarded. Yeah.
Well, kind of, but they came from wolves.
Yeah, they're smart still.
So the wolves had to perceive everything. They're just trying to survive, so they got that in them. They probably see everything, but they're only probably like interested in certain shit.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
Just as humans are.
Yeah, that's a good point, because you want to know what I realized? Snacks are kids' first drugs. Because we fucking... And pacifiers are another example of that as well, but I feel like we're just constantly addicted to things, because the way my nieces look at, like, Takis and, like, chips and shit is the same way I look at, like, ooh, it's a blunt over there, I can smoke some weed. It's, like, the same way. They're like, I need some fucking Takis, man. They start tweaking for snacks and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I remember slamming orange soda as a kid and tweaking.
Yeah, because then it's like, this is my pop. Bop! You take possession over it. You're like, but then this is mine.
It's got all the sugar and bullshit in it to just crank your fucking system up to 1,000.
Mm-hmm. It gets you, and especially the food nowadays, it's genetically engineered for that way to fucking addict us.
I'm serious. I used to be banned from orange pop because every time I would drink orange pop, I would literally freak the fuck out. Get spaz.
Do what?
I don't really remember, but I do distinctly remember being... Because my dad gave me shit for a long time over it.
Would you like TJ's tonight?
Oh, I don't want to hurt my tummy that bad, bro. Let me ponder that.
I took out pork chops, but I don't know if they're going to be unthawed.
Maybe we go to Blair's place.
That's true.
If we're running to Mason anyway.
I'm down. That's a good point.
Pertingus Ringus.
If I flip this table, then we can't go anywhere. So... Do you, like, okay, so that definition of success, where do you see yourself in, like, you're 21 now, 22 now, so where do you see yourself in, like, 60 years? Like, where do you want to be? Like, where do you want your house? How do you want your family to look? Like, kids, grandkids, do you want kids? Do you want grandkids? How many kids? Like, what do you think about?
I don't know.
Do you think about this stuff?
Yeah. I want a dope house. I'll probably let Emily design most of it, because I also want... Like,
girls are good at that shit.
I also want, like, a shop, and I think I could just have the shop, and I could, like...
That's all... That's all men need is a garage, dude.
I need, like, acres of land, probably woods. I love the fucking woods. Can't beat them, in my opinion. And then I just want to be hella far out, and then, I just want to, like, I don't know. I have roots in Habitat for Humanity, so it'd be cool to kind of do something with them.
Oh, building houses and shit?
Yeah, something like that, like sponsor it or something like that, you know?
Yeah. I thought about...
I helped on building that Nuclearis house. Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool. Okay,
so in my, like, large scheme, giant plan that's delusional, I have this giant plan in my head that I've been scheming on for years.
Oh, and probably maybe 2 kids. 2, 3 kids.
2 kids?
Yeah. And
then grandkids and shit?
Yeah, well, I guess whatever happens.
That'd be pretty awesome to be a grandpa,
I've done my part at that point.
Imagine when we're grandpas, dude. That's going to be sick.
Grandpa Chance, Grandpa Cody.
That's crazy.
Grandpa Chance is kind of a goated-ass name.
That's insane.
Grandpa Cody ain't bad either.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I want to be called Pa.
Because, well, old people's names are like Grandpa Herbert, Grandpa Phil, Grandpa Gene, Grandpa Steve. Like, it's old people names. Mm-hmm. People nowadays aren't... How many Herberts do you know that go to your grade, or Genes?
I'm going to name my kid Herbert.
Herbert? You can name him Herb after dope-ass weed.
That's pretty cool. Cookies.
That's pretty obvious. OG Pineapple Kush.
That's their full name.
Yeah, get over here. Come take a picture with green crack and lemonade.
But what I had the idea of... Because, like, I want to do construction because my dad does it. Yeah. But the thing is, I want to do bigger things than just construction. But I also want construction to be going on, and good construction with good teams and good people, and making sure all that shit's going on. So what my idea would be is, if I could get enough money to, like, oversee a bunch of construction teams to build housings for people, like, that could rent, not only rent, but, like, free housing for people that don't have houses, and then you can just build them all across the country and shit. But it's like, I have these giant ideas in my head,
Yeah.
And I plan big, and I hope I get there one day. But I want to help people, and like you said, it'd be awesome to like help people because the resources we have them. We have plenty of resources. People just aren't acclimating them correctly, and it's gonna be wild if Kamala gets in the presidency. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Who knows what's gonna happen with either of them, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the whole thing's gonna fall apart. Hopefully, they're trying to ban the Constitution and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know about all of it. Sometimes I'm like, people just are divided, but then other times I just help that guy. Like we're not very different.
No, the people aren't.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It's just like groups of people.
Yeah.
That are dumb enough to accept these tribes.
Yeah. You could take so many different stances on this point. Like you could be like, it's all lies. It's all lies. You could be like, it's all lies. You could read like the conspiracies of what we've done. Like Gulf of Tonkin incident, Bay of Pigs, all these things we've done to get into wars that didn't do anything. And then you could be like, that's probably what they're setting up for. But
I think that's
otherwise, I generally like to think that like there's a certain percentage of the people in the government that are trying to help, and then there's another percentage that are not.
I think that's fair.
Where I'll stand on that.
I think that's a fair judgment. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Me neither.
Ideally, they just make the economy better and shit. But they're not acclimating money to like the hurricane survivors.
Did you see that? $750.
That's all they got.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they
Kamala
gonna do?
Gave a speech, and she was like, "We'll be giving $750 to hurricane victims," and then like the caption is like, "We gave $86 billion to Ukraine." In the last
I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Have you watched the last season of The Boys?
No, your ass crushed it until 2:00 in the morning.
I know.
Fuck you talking
I watched it all day yesterday.
Came out.
It was awesome. I'm not going to talk about it though.
I watched Beetlejuice though.
Really?
Yeah, because I had seen. Where did I see it? I think Emily might have showed me a little bit of it, but we had to go or something. So I finished watching it, and now I'm good to see the second one.
Oh, you hadn't seen the first one?
Nah.
First one's awesome, isn't it?
First one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't you hate it when that happens? That was so fucking funny, dude. I was like, yeah.
I haven't seen the second one. Is it on anything?
I haven't seen it either. I just watched the first one because I had never seen it. I think Emily said it was good. I was like, all right.
It's an interesting movie. It's unlike anything.
So fucking weird. But yeah, I like the guy's crazy.
Yeah. There's a lot of fucking crazy people in this world.
Where are we at? You want me to check?
25 minutes.
Is that your
I
guess?
don't know. Yeah.
Ooh,
oh,
short.
we're close.
22.
The last few podcasts been flying by.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
How was work today? Anything interesting happen?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I did like one oil change. It was like the most I did. Did like some work. We got good money lined up, but who knows? It's the first of the month, so we had to pay taxes. You want to know how much we paid?
How much?
$11,650.
In taxes?
Yes.
Is that like all you pay for the year?
Mm-mm.
That's a crazy amount.
It's for
already.
the first of the month. It's every month.
You gotta pay that every month?
It's like 2 weeks.
Shoo!
It's like 2 weeks. So that's like 2 good weeks.
You gotta be really good with
That's like
money.
That's like a week and a half. Kind of.
To run a business, you gotta be able to handle numbers really fucking well.
Oh, dude.
It's
You're
crazy.
telling me that's what I'm doing in my school shit is like doing all the numbers and shit.
That's insane.
I gotta get the ARO up to 2.0. It's at like 0.95. That's average repair order hours, basically.
God damn.
Yeah, because you make $119.93 per hour. So if you have 2 of those, you're making like $250 per job ticket. And they want every job ticket to be about $600, which is insane when you have oil changes rolling in. That means for every oil change, that averages it down. You know what I'm saying? If somebody comes in and they spend $600, and the next person comes in and spends $35 in oil
Fucks
change,
everything up.
600 plus 35 is 635 divided by 2. Now your average is like 300 something.
Yeah.
So it fucks everything up. So now you need like $2,000 tickets to get back all your oil changes. Which,
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying with we have money lined up, is we do have that luckily now. Because I've been running the fucking numbers and figuring it out. But
You've been running numbers?
I've been running the fucking
I'm telling the police.
I'll get away with it because I'm Jewish.
Are you now?
No, I'm not.
Nielsen sounds pretty Jewish.
I didn't say Jewish. I'm like a Jew. I'm Jew-ish.
I thought my dad's bed would be comfortable. That shit fucked me up,
You
dude.
slept with your dad.
No, my dad is not there.
You slept
My dad
with
is
your
not
fucking
present.
Dad. That's crazy. Cody sucks his dad.
I only sleep with your dad.
Knew it. I knew it.
Dad, what are you doing?
Oh my fucking god. Let me join.
What other philosophical questions can I ask you?
What brings you peace, my friend?
I think you just have to find it inside. And it sounds weird and it sounds cliche to say that.
How do you do it?
Well, ideally, for me...
How do you do it? Yeah.
For me to get to peace every day, I have to fucking wake up, go to the gym, come back, meditate, drink some coffee, drink some protein, smoke some grass, allegedly, and then that makes me usually I'm chilling.
That's like if you do that in a day.
Yeah, if I do that in the morning, I'm usually chill the rest of the day. I'll get tired near the end of the day, and that usually upsets me.
Yeah.
Then I just go to bed.
You ever raw dogged it and still been alright?
Like without weed?
Anything.
Without anything, like nicotine, nothing?
Yeah.
I don't think I've done that since like 2nd grade.
I've done that. Not for the full day, but...
Well, actually in jail.
Yeah. You weren't great, but like it wasn't bad, right? You were just reading.
Yeah. I was just I had to focus on everything else because my energy was like...
Yeah.
I did like 500 push-ups. There was nothing else to fucking do in there. Yeah. I just spread it out. I would wait till the other guys were sleeping. I was like, I don't want them to look at me like I'm weird. There's an old guy and a black guy.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you told the pod. Yeah, you've definitely told the pod that.
Probably.
That was probably the first episode back you told me.
Hopefully I never go back to jail.
That was such a crazy week.
Yeah, it was. That week was insane.
Yeah, that week sucked so bad, dude. That's why we can't kill ourselves, because if we were going to kill ourselves, it would have been that fucking week.
Yep.
Because what happened? Fired, jail,
yeah,
stomach flu. Stomach flu was the
Monday was the stomach flu. We got the stomach flu on Monday. That's when you and I called in.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Tuesday I got arrested. And then Wednesday I went to work, and I was pissed off at the fucking supervisor because he was mad at me and shit. I was like, I have a lot more fucking things to worry about than you, motherfucker. Because I was worried about court and shit. Yeah. And then Thursday I got fired. And then Friday I got rehired at Bago. And then Saturday I broke my phone at the gym. And that's when I lost my shit.
Oh my god, yeah. I forgot all that shit. You broke your phone too. Oh my god.
Oh.
That was crazy. I remember that podcast too.
It was so hard.
In the darkness at a weird ass angle in your room.
Oh my god.
I might have to rewatch that one.
Bro, it was such a dark time.
One of the worst weeks.
But then I got that money, but I had not changed my habits, and I lost all that money in a quick period of time.
Yeah.
A couple months.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta fucking change your habits rather than just trying to fucking do bullshit.
Yeah.
Because you're just putting yourself in debt by pulling out of your 401k.
Yeah.
And then you're fucking spending it all on stupid bullshit. I spent it all, I paid my credit card off, which is just transferring debt. And then I fucking racked it back up to a decent amount. Not the same amount, but it's a pretty decent amount.
Yeah. They tax you like a motherfucker when you withdraw from your 401k too. If you take like...
Took $3,000.
Yeah, I don't know how much. Oh yeah, was it 5 then?
Yep.
It took 3.
Yep.
Isn't it? Oh my god, it's like 75, 60%. That's crazy. They were like, oh, you wanted to retire.
You want to take your money?
Yeah.
Too fucking bad.
We're getting most of it.
That's crazy. They're like, oh, you worked pretty hard for this, huh? Let me just...
All right, this is how much you got.
It's crazy. That's literally how it is. They lay it all out, and they're like, all right, you guys get this.
They lay it out, and then they're like, Cody. Like.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. It's literally like a mob.
Yeah.
We're doing a job for like the small cut of the money. We're like the low level guys.
Yeah.
We're the shitty guys in the mob. They treat us like the shitty guys, but we literally run everything. Cause like if you didn't run the shop, if I didn't work it, like nobody worked at Bago, there was no workers on the floor. The shit just wouldn't work. None of it would work.
Well, they have contractors for people that they can bring in.
Yeah, the migrants.
They did that. No, They did that when I was there. They brought in like a team from like all over the world, basically.
How long can they afford that though?
Not
before they
long.
go under? Yeah,
Not long, because it's like a couple hours, or a couple hours. It's like a lot more an hour. It's like 35 an hour or something, and they got a per diem.
God damn, what's a per diem?
You get $200 a day to buy gas and food, basically.
Bago has to pay all that. Choo.
Yeah, and that was for like Sawmill.
Why?
Because it was all fucked up.
You
don't remember when it was like shut down when we were both there, or you might have.
I never went to Sawmill.
No. When I was, were you there when I was? You might have quit before that or something.
When you went to Sawmill?
Oh, this was like before. This is why I quit, actually. Yeah, so you were at like Smithfield or something, because I remember you quit, but you just left at like 9. You're like,
yeah,
all right, bro, have fun.
Austin didn't realize till 12.
Yeah,
you told
like,
me.
Hey, where's Cody at? And I was like, motherfucker left at 9, bro. You guys still wondering? Like, I thought he told somebody.
I should have told Dale just to fuck with
It's
everybody.
funny. And then Marty came up to me. He's like, "Where's Cody?" I was like, "I told Austin he left at 9. I think he left at 9." I was like, "He didn't tell you?" And Marty's like, "No."
I love Marty, dude.
He's like, "We'll rehire you."
I got respect for him.
Yeah.
He's got respect for
Better.
me
He
too.
rehired your ass. Yeah.
We got mutual respect for each other. That's how it
He
works.
told me if I ever needed a job that it was there for me.
Mm-hmm. That should be how it works. Your supervisor and you should respect each other, and that's how shit gets done.
Yeah.
Because if you're just trying to have a fucking power dynamic where you're over this person and you're always looking down on this person because of this name and position, you're just people. And Marty realizes that. Like when I went to get my raise, he's like, "You want a raise?" And I was like, "No, Marty, I'm just happy to work here. You don't got to pay me at all." He's like, "Cut the bullshit. I've been here long enough to know that's nonsense." He's like, "We're giving you more money."
That's funny, dude.
That's what I like. I like just people being people. I
Yeah.
can't deal with this fucking fake bullshit. That's why I don't talk to most people, because they put on this facade. It takes like it did for me. I let in pretty easy, but with most people, they don't let in pretty easy. Well, I guess they do if you talk right, but
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people. Okay, what I'm saying is it has to be over a long period of time. You have to watch people over a long period of time to really see, are they deceiving me? Are they telling the truth? Like, is this a good person? Are they not?
I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Once I knew Tyler was not good.
Yeah. Once you told me, I watched him, I'm like, yeah, he has weird ass tendencies.
Yeah.
It's weird and gross ones.
But you wouldn't have probably caught him if I wouldn't have given you a heads up.
I probably would have, because I would have talked to him.
Not as fast, I don't think, because like
the way
you give people the benefit of the doubt a lot too. But sometimes you will catch.
I don't know, because the way listen, if somebody comes up to me and they're like, "Yeah, I got 2 Corvettes over here," and they're trying to fucking flex all this bullshit, I'm like, something's off with this fucking guy. Like, why are they trying to prove to me something?
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that myself, like trying to prove yourself. But it's a gross thing. It's a gross thing to do. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody but yourself. If you prove to yourself that you're worthy, then fuck it. Who gives a shit? And you can take opinions, and I'm not. And that also means not to be a fucking asshole. You don't get to be an asshole to people. But like, I was thinking on the drive here, I feel like my perception's different. I guess everybody's perception's different, but just because your perception's different and you think a certain way doesn't mean you get to dog on other people, essentially. Mm-hmm. But like, I realized you also have to stand up for yourself. Like when I was at Casey's, I gave her a 20, and it was $9.88 back, and she fucking tried to give me $4.88 back, and I'm like, is it $9.88? Because I was.
She didn't grab the 5. She just grabbed the 1s.
Yeah, it was an impulsive thing. I was just gonna fucking walk away. That's what I was talking to you about, like, because you don't want to like disrupt their day, and it's like I am.
But also you're like, hey,
I want my fucking money.
$5, please. Yeah.
$5 is a decent pocket.
That's like a tip for a waitress or something.
I don't know, Mama. Let's not get too hasty here. It's like a drink at the gas station.
Yeah, all right, Cody. I see where your priorities are.
That's why I need to make money, because I know I am a pretty selfish person to some extent, But when I do have a decent amount of money, like I give my nieces money, I don't care. Like when I have money, I don't care about it. I'll give it away. If I know more's coming, I'm like, okay, I'll make it back. Especially my nieces and shit, they can't work yet, so it's like fine. Or my dad, it's like fine because he's later in life. I don't want to take from people later in life because they have less time than we do. That's how I think about things. Yeah. But like right now, I'm at a young age to where hopefully I can make a decent amount of money, even if it's not just like millions, just like enough to live and then help other people. That's what I'm worried about. So it's hard right now because we're like trying to survive ourselves. That's what's in my head. It's like survival of the fittest right now until you make it out of a certain bracket. Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
And I don't want it to be that way, but it's kind of how society was structured now. It's like individual and competitive. It's like, oh, you gotta fucking get ahead and do all. And it's capitalism, and I love capitalism, but yeah, it's just how it is. They kind of rigged the game to make it harder, but
yeah,
it's still capitalism to an extent.
You checking it?
Yeah.
I don't think we're there yet.
Close. I'm gonna go piss and make you talk.
Dude. Folks, listen, alright? You guys listening? Alright, listen. Baby girl. Shout out Emily. Shout out Pertingus. Ringus, Mingus, Tingus. Pertingus, Mingus. Yeah. Guys, I don't freaking know. I'm not ready for this. I was unprepared. I need an adult.
You know what it is?
What?
I think that alcohol has to be looked at through a different lens, like completely, because you said, it's buried deep evolutionarily, but that's only because it's sugar. That's basically what it is. If you look at it down in its raw thing, fermented fruit, it's sugar, and that's the only thing we were getting sugar from back then was fruit. So you have fermented fruit, which maybe a little buzz or something, you might get more confident, it might help you hunt, you know what I'm saying? You're more loose, you're not thinking as rigidly. But now it's to an extent like juice. Like orange juice is great when you're eating the orange, but when you're drinking the juice itself in a glass, you're basically having a diabetic overload of sugar, and you're dumping a shit ton of sugar in your system. Yeah. I think that's how it needs to be looked at, and I think that's how I'm starting to look at it. To me, when I look at Thomas's bottle of whiskey now, it's like toxic sugar. It's like I could go and drink a cup of apple juice, and that's a lot better, and I love apple juice.
That's why I don't drink it.
But if I drink this, sure, I'll feel great for... Okay, another thing I'm looking at it as, we don't look at it as the full thing. We look at it as, okay, when you think about drinking one night, right? You're thinking about drinking that night. You're not thinking about the next morning. You're not thinking about anything else.
Box it in and disregard the responsibility. That's why I don't drink, is because I do view it as like a sickness.
The whole spectrum is, it's not just you're drinking one day or night and then you wake up hungover. That's the whole experience. You're having withdrawal symptoms. Yeah. You're fucked up.
I shouldn't say I don't drink, but the reason I don't drink like a lot.
Yeah. You have it under control.
Yeah. Because it's just like, like you're saying, toxic sugar is a lot what I think about. I think about a lot of the times where I drank too much and I fucking threw up or felt like fucking dog ass and was like, why the fuck did I do that?
Exactly. And listen, if you want sugar, you might as well like go to the gas station and get a chocolate bar or something like that.
Ice cream from Dairy Queen.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a lot better, and it's gonna make you feel a lot better later on. Maybe your tummy hurts or something, but at least you're not fucking like.
And they tend not to get you nearly as much trouble.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main point. Yeah. That's the main thing, is that it doesn't suppress your prefrontal cortex to the point where you're being retarded. Yeah. And that's with everybody. Everybody acts stupid when they're drunk. Like, to an extent. Like, once you get to a level of drunkenness, you're not thinking clearly. It's just how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that most people think that they can drink a lot, and they think that their body's different. But if you look at it scientifically, the human body can handle a certain amount of alcohol. It doesn't matter your body weight. It doesn't matter any of that. It's just a certain amount of alcohol. Physical tolerance is a thing. But then there's the mental tolerance. That's the next thing, where I learned this in an AA class or a fucking alcohol class or whatever. I think when I got caught up one time that they got the physical tolerance, which is in the body, and that's all the same across all humans.
Mental dependence.
But then there's the mental dependence where you're either been drinking for a long time or you think you're confident in your drinking from drinking a long time to where you can drink a lot. You know what I'm saying? You think you can drink a shit ton more than everybody else, and you probably can, but that's a mental thing because you're probably fucked up. You just not, because if you watch like a person, like I watched an old guy that lives by Tony and Thomas. He's been drinking his whole life, and he's like an alcoholic. But when he's super drunk, you can tell. Like he doesn't think, like obviously from his perception, he doesn't think he's drunk, but you can tell. Like his memory's not there. He's kind of acting different. It's different. It's just no matter. I don't know what I'm just rambling on about. But
No, I'm just listening. I'm trying to kill it. Where are we at?
We could probably kill it. 40-40. All right. I love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Good night.